Hello, this is TurboDog702 with the Castlevania Lords of Shadow any percent New Game Plus speedrun. Some of the techniques I'm going to be showing inside of this are applicable to something like a new game run if you want to try that. The reason why I'm showing a full power version of this is that you get a more robust feel for all of the types of skips that are available. If you decide to do non-full power, where you will not have all of your resources available to you, say a New Game Plus run without full power, you're going to have to adjust and kind of choose which of the techniques you want to use in order to budget your resources accordingly. We will get into that more as we get into the tutorial, but things like holy water become relevant, magic usage becomes relevant, and your general feel for how the run is going or how you're performing or what positions you find yourself in. All of these things are very important for deciding techniques. The techniques that I'm going to be showing you are going to be mostly for the PC version of this game. I have done runs on the PS3 version of the game, and I've done a little bit of work on the Xbox 360. However, I have a suspicion that there are a few techniques that will not work on the PC version, or vice versa. I do not know the reasoning for that specifically, but I feel like it could be any combination of the game being 16 by 9 compared to 4 by 3 that I played on. It could be modified collision. It could be the fact that the game runs at a much higher frame rate as well. Or it could be the fact that some patches were applied that actually just change the way certain techniques are done. I know this for a fact because there are certain setups that I have used in the PlayStation 3 version of the game to do certain skips that just do not work on the PC, and I've had to adjust that. I'll try to talk about a few of those in other videos, kind of talking about PlayStation versions and new game skips for the game as well. Really quickly, just to point it out, I'd like to give some thank yous to Findlestick, Akheon, Satvara, I think it's Vipiazone or Vipazone, and Lestat Vampire. The first four guys are huge major glitch finders and kind of general routers for the game. Lestat Vampire, I'm getting a shout out for being the only other RTA runner that I'm aware of for the game. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Hopefully you guys learn something pretty nice. But we're going to be going on. The game's going to be, this tutorial rather, is going to be teaching you a fair amount of things. It's going to cover combat, just different things to keep in mind when you're talking about combat, moves to keep in mind. We're going to be talking about basic movement inside of here, moving from place to place very quickly. We're going to be talking about high jumping, which is the main form of sequence breaking, out of bouncing, glitching inside of the game. And we're going to be covering that extensively, particularly because when I first came into this game, probably the hardest thing coming in is we had all these documentation for techniques via Akheon and Findlestick, but we didn't really have, like, you do this way. This is how you accomplish this thing. Because a lot of the time when you do a skip inside of this game, you cannot see the character, and you're going to learn that as you learn more and more of the game. Just the camera is not posted over the character, and a lot of times I had to sit there and watch these videos and backwards engineer these skips based on what I heard, like the sound effects that were being made out of bounds, and just having a general idea for how these mechanics worked. After we go over these general mechanics, we're going to go over kind of stage strategies that you can use, different skips, but I want to make sure I give a good basis on the basic techniques so that you guys have something to look at so that you can draw upon it and have a little bit more perspective on how these things can work. Thank you for watching. We will see you on the next video.